No, they left, these people left, they didn't want to go in the ghettos, and there was prominent people, and they was getting them first, and then the whole family had to come, because in small places, they know everybody how many children they have. You can't, because then they would get somebody else, if where is your other kid, it's things like that, so that was the first thing, the 2 years before. But when you're 12 years old, and the 12 years old is not like here, you just don't know, that much. Everything is schooling and help home and respect your parents, and it's nothing else. It's,
Do you recall the first incident that perhaps made you feel that the terror of what you were hearing was coming to your town?
Well, right after, when 1943, then already we heard that people have to wear in Hungary yellow stars out on the street, but it wasn't anything that they're going to take you anywhere. Just they want to know who is Jewish and who is not. But I asked my mother why they want to know, well, she didn't know it herself.
This was then before the Nazis came into your town?
Yeah. Well, when they came in 1944, in 6 months, they took almost everybody.
In 1943, then there was a decree that the Jewish people were to wear the yellow star?
Yes.
Do you recall your parents wearing the yellow star?
Yes, because he had to go out to earn a living, and you had to go, and you properly felt bad. Like a child, you wasn't concerned about that much. You was concerned how it looks, that the corners was, because the Star of David, they had to, so you was concerned how it looks and what kind of material was made out of. It wasn't a tragedy for you, then it was a tragedy for the grown-ups, humiliating and everything. So,
You recall wearing the yellow star also?
Yes, sure.
Children.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, how did they go through the organization to distribute these stars?
Oh no, you have to make it yourself.
I see.
But like in my town, they knew everybody who is it. All right, they had kids like boys. They was fighting, bloody nose, because like I had Christian girlfriends. They were sorry that I had to do it, because for them I was the same as they are.
Yes.
It wasn't because we grew up together. We played together. It wasn't no hate among us till they was happy if we had weddings and they could come. We knew everybody's religion. And you went to the church for their wedding, and they came to yours, and it was no hatred.
Once the Jewish star had to be worn, did this change the situation any?
Well, a little bit. The boys had fist fights, the young boys, 15, 16, and my brother was young, he was young. He wouldn't understand that even more, that why, first of all, why the German people would come in. It's why they would come in to take you. What did you do to them?
Do you recall, was it the local government that informed the Jewish people that they had to wear the star? How did this information come to you?
They had a guy go with a drum on the streets, and you gather around and they tell you. That was the news telling.